Test, test. Oh, see, now I see the green. Now I see the things going.
Now, exactly. I hear you now. You're live.
Do you know how many motherfuckers the devil was today?
Okay, I'm going.
And the day just started. Thank you. Shoot. Sorry, guys. There we go, right? I don't like the lighting necessarily. That's better. Oh, okay. Listen, no, you ain't missed me. Let me tell you something, Kat. Hold on. Let me tell you something. Things are going to be different. Can't just be jumping up and climbing around. Not this morning. Welcome. Hey, Booze. Hey. Hey, Booze. Hey. I had a whole thing. Look, I had a whole thing. Wait. I'm going to go back to it. And maybe this is why.
Friday in your car and I was on the highway. Jonesy and Flyway. Turn the radio up, cause it's party. Again and again. 6 to 10, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get it, people try straight. Hey, you wanna way to start a date?
Happy birthday, Andrew. I know I got merch and I need a new song. We need a new song. Okay. So, hold on, y'all. Shut up. I can't take it. It's too much going on. All right. I got to make you a moderator. I don't know how to do it, but I don't want nobody to help me. I want to figure this out on my own. We had it all. Trust me, we did it. We did a run through on Saturday. We did another run through yesterday. And then still, the microphone didn't work. So I just wound up unplugging the microphone. We'll figure that shit out later or never. I hope I still got the box because this bitch is unnecessary and can go right back. All right. Welcome back. Let me make you a moderator. Okay, wait. So tell me how. I know I told you I don't want your help, but now I do. And I don't want to be pressing a whole bunch of add as moderator. This shit ain't as hard as it seems. Do you want to be a managing moderator or a standard moderator? How about reviewing yourself and how I put using timeout? It was standard moderators. Okay, I'll do managing. Okay. Okay, so all right. I'm reading the chats. Thank you, JJ. It's good to be back. It's good to be with you guys. And obviously, you know, things are bound to happen first day. Like I said, do you know how many motherfuckers I done called the devil already this morning? But trust me when I say this wasn't no thrown together. You guys know because you were on Instagram Live when I was doing it. This was not thrown together. This was not last minute. This was planned, but shit just be happening as I see. So first, I think I should ask you, without sounding like a commercial, please subscribe. But there's another channel I also want you to subscribe. It's the Jonesy in the Morning channel. So Jalen set that up before he went back to school. And I said, once I get enough subscribers there, we can flip off of the Pink Champ channel and just be Jonesy in the Morning. right? Thank you, LA Honeybee. The banner's dope, right? When you do your mic again, make sure you only have it for your output. Okay. 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 Right. We're here now, Donnell. Thank you. So, yes, Queens is in the house. Good morning, Donna. I know. Wait, hold on. Somebody better get out the house. Hurry up, Che. It's the same old, same old, same old. I'm gonna mind my business. He gonna figure that shit out. So, there's a Jonesy in the Morning fans page. Could you link yours? Huh. Turned off where you were and tuned in here. Thank you. Tuned up with. Thank you. So, where do we want to start? Where should we start, people? Nikki said, relax, release, Queens get the money. Thank you, Nikki. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. That was Che. Fix it. Hold on. This is such a different world. Where do we start? How far back? Hey, Norton Bill. Welcome back, my VIP. Where do we start? How far back do you guys want to? Thank you. Thank you, Tamika Marie. Right. At least I don't have to call him. I can just scream now. Right, Tracy. It's not a show if Shay asks. It's not Shaying. Hi, Jay. Oh, thank you. Need your voice to start my morning. Salute, Queen. Wishing my success. Always love you. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Miss Pepper. And Principal Latimer. Good morning, Kev Gotti. Good morning, Tara. AKA Dimples. Good morning, everybody. Hold on one second. Good morning, Courtney. Courtney, child. They was trying to get me with the sound. Hold on, y'all. With the mic. That's my best friend, Courtney. Trying to tell me that she couldn't hear me before, but I had to. Obviously, y'all were here for that. Hold on, I'm just still dry. Go back as far as you want. So I really just want to start with what up, Trav, with the holidays. Cause my tree is still up. All my Santa stuff is still up. I can show y'all. Wait, am I going this way or that way? What the hell? What the hell? Look, my stuff is still up. Still. And for those of you that know me, know it will be up probably until July 4th. That's not good. Good morning, Walt. Oh, come on, outside of Philly. How far outside? Like Conshohocken, Bluebell? Oh, thank you guys. Well, look. You're going to see it. You will see the tree till July. No, I'm trying to do stuff different now. I feel like, so first of all, welcome to those of you that are new here. Welcome to the show, Jonesy in the Morning. And let me just explain some things to you real quick. I am a creature of habit, but I feel like I had a good thing going with the Ron P Sports Report, which, by the way, this morning's show is brought to you by Nationwide Bus Charter. They are still riding. And this hour is going to be presented by Scarlet Reserve Room in Englishtown, New Jersey. And I want to thank them for being on board and continuing to move forward with the movement. Because what I'm realizing is it ain't even about a station or a channel or whatever it is. It's about the brand. And you guys have been exposed to my brand since the 90s. So we've grown up together. A lot of us connected in the 2000s when I went to Philly, and we've continued to be grown folk together. You know, I was grown folking, using that term back then, 2003. Now it's, oh, the 90s and 90s. Everyone's, you know, I like legit created a whole Grown Folk Friday event when I got to Philly because there was no place for us. It was just the kids and the old Patty Jackson and Butter and all of them. For those of you from Philly, y'all know what I mean. So I said I want to party with my people and with our music and with our artists. So back in 2003, I created Grown Folk Fridays. You can check the trademark office if you don't believe me. My name is there. So I created that, and that's kind of been who I've been. And I want you guys to know that even though the station that I was on seems to be changing formats and trying to go in a different direction, pivoting young or younger, because I still feel like we got young in us, we are not going to be just ignored and pushed out and dumbing down and settling. That's not what I'm doing. God ain't put me here for that. He's given me a voice. Good morning, Philly. Yes, Grown Folks Fridays, you remember, has given me a voice, has given me the experience. Lord, he's given me the experience to have these conversations, let you know that it ain't just you thinking or you seeing what you think you see. No, I'm going to say the weird shit out loud. Always have, always will. So we are not going to be lying about our age. You know what I mean? We're going to hashtag own your grown. Own your grown. That's what we're going to do. And when we come here, Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9, this is where we're going to be having that conversation. And this is when we're going to be, you know, talking about what's going on in the world, what's going on in pop culture, what's going on in your relationships, if you want, what's going on in your personal life, what's going on with your families. This is going to be that. Thank you. So, yep, own your grown. Own your fucking grown. Don't let nobody tell you that, oh, you don't matter. Because remember when we were younger and they would tell us, oh, we can't make money off of y'all. It's the 25 to 54s. Remember that? Well, now we are in the 40s and the 50s. So now you telling us we don't matter still? Now it's all about chasing the fucking kids? I'd be damned. So you said this is your bridge to TV. They should have had video in the studio because all your content has been amazing and great for video. Thank you, Tracy. It's all right. I wanted to say something. As a perfectionist, this is inspirational. It's not perfect, but you're doing it and moving forward. I love it. I'm rooting for you. I clicked off where I was. Thank you. Thank you. I felt when I got that phone call, I don't even know what I don't even know. I felt like it was a dream. I was like, am I dreaming? Because I'm like, what? What do you mean we're pivoting? We're pivoting. But the funny thing about it is I sat with myself and I said, this is the same exact day 13 years ago. Oh, belated happy birthday, Che Bella. I got to stop because you know my ADD is going to have me, and I need to have continued thoughts. So I'm going to ignore the chat just for a second. But come on in and subscribe, please. It was the same day 13 years ago that I had to leave Power 99. The same day. And I said, in that moment, I said, but what's different? What's different is that back then, your kids were 3, I think, or 4 and 7. And Jalen's birthday was the following week. And all I could think of was, this is literally all, you lose your employment. And all you think of is, how am I going to pay for his birthday party? I had already sent out the invites. I had already purchased all the stuff, overspent. I had already, like, that's all I could think of. And then I started getting overwhelmed because I had just come out of a useless marriage. I had just moved, downsized out of my big, beautiful, amazing home to get away from that marriage because that person would not leave. So I said, you know me, fuck it, I'll do it myself. I got up and left, me and the kids. And I was overwhelmed. And then when I finally, I said, all right, start your own online station. And I went and I bought all this equipment, and me and the guy, it was Trev Hollywood, programmed all this music, and we had us a radio station online. But then I wound up having to go out and do sales, like to get advertisers, and then come back and do the actual content. And the kids are in the back being kids, making noise, and they don't understand. Hush, mom's trying to, and it became too much. So I just said, Lord, obviously you want me to do something different, so I'm just going to sit back and listen, right? And I did. So I said, the difference now is, thank God, when I got on the block, I did not get comfortable. I never got comfortable. That's why I was always outside. That's why I jumped in the studio with Lady in the Tram and started doing new music. Because I said, if I don't do nothing else, I sing. Hell, that's how I got to radio. I never wanted to do radio. Radio became a check. I wanted to sing, and I thought radio was going to help me get my records heard. But I just kept going and going and going because I always needed a roof over my head, right? So when I sit back and think of things I actually wanted to do, I don't even know if radio would have been ever a thought. It was just an opportunity, and I'm never turning down an opportunity. But back then, it was just a little pocketbook change. It was little, you know what I mean? It was nothing that I ever thought would become what it's the fuck become, with a big old banner behind my back and a brand that, is legendary. Say what you want. Like it or love it, you feel away. That means I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You give a damn. Either you don't fuck with me at all or you fuck with me hard, right? That's what makes you the legend. That's what makes you legendary, right? But that's not always good because everybody can't take it, right? Everybody has different agendas, different reasons for wanting you on their airwaves. And you have to learn to pick up and not give up. So while this is in my life today, somebody out there needs to hear this. This is happening or has happened to somebody else that's trying to figure out why, Lord, why? And I can't tell you why. I just can walk you through the steps of my processing and let you know that I'm still processing. But it's getting better. It's getting easier because hell, it's been like 6 times since this happened. So at least I don't have to pack up and move nowhere, right? So I'm here. Things will I'll get used to this at some point, and I will fancy it up. And yes, yes. I'm looking at the chat now. I love you guys back. So let's just, and we're going to be able to do music. I found a way to do. So don't you know, 2 producers from ABC called me and took me to dinner and want to do a show with me. This is like, when I tell you, I don't even like, but anyway, the producers in them, they're not concerned, but they were curious about this show. And they might even be in here watching and listening. Hey guys, if you are, I'm not putting out government names, but hey, fun times last week. Anyway, they're the ones that told me about this music. Yup. Drop all the mics. Yup. They're the ones that told me a way for me to be able to play music. So we'll get to that too. I don't even know if you guys care about the music. Maybe we should take a poll. But again, no, I can't do Comedy in Harlem this Thursday. I will do it starting back in February. This Thursday, I committed to. You guys remember Amy Brock, the psychic / Oma that came on the show when I very, very started 3 years ago? Well, after Amy, so Amy is partly responsible for me moving up from the Jersey Shore up here, because she was doing the reading and she was like, no, you're going to be here for a while and bigger business. She said that I was going to leave in 3 years. She said, you're not going to be at the block beyond 3 years because you're going to be too busy doing bigger things. This is what she said. And I couldn't imagine that then, right? But she said, but I need you to move closer to New York. You should move to Bergen County. She was like, come to Secaucus. She was like, hyping it up, hyping it up. Don't you know, the minute I move up to Bergen, she packs up and moves to Greece and said the United States is not a healthy place right now and it's only going to get worse. This was 3.5 years ago or 2.5 years ago. So anyway, so she lives in Greece, but she's coming to town, I think today or tomorrow. So I asked her to come be a part of the show, to be a guest. So we'll see. But anyway, Thursday, she's doing a live event. So I'm going there Thursday because that's something I love Comedy in Harlem, but I think I need to talk to Amy and get something, a word maybe, because I believe people do have the gift. Not necessarily Kim Allen, but I believe people do have the gift. And so that's where I'll be. And if you guys want to know where it is, I can find out and circle back tomorrow. Hold on, let me write that down before I forget. Look, writing shit down. On my grown. I'll be right back because I should have had a pen over here anyway. And I probably did. And the cat probably knocked it down. Okay. Information about Amy. So, Miss Pepper, if you are still in the car with your mom, have an amazing day at school. So, all right, let me put Amy's event info. That's one thing we'll do tomorrow. So Ron P has agreed to continue to do his sports report, which we love because then we get to shout out Nationwide Bus Charter and Nick and Isabella, who is part of the dance team, not the cheer team, the dance team at Iona. Shout out to Natasha from Nick's office. And shout out to the basketball team over at Iona. And yes. And so Ron P will be here. Mike Sean said that he could tap in today at 8:30. So Mike Sean is tapping in at 8:30. And it don't stop. Why we can't super chat? I don't know. I don't. Vintage. Can you help figure out why we can't super chat? I don't know if that's something. What up, Big Lou? What up? I didn't want to ignore anybody. I just was trying to. I believe you. Totally, it's fierce too. I laughed at her when she said I would have a son, and she was dead right. But you got to be careful with the with people that claim they have the gift, because some people just be trying to gift themselves. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers. We've got more than that. We've got like 11 or 12,000. I don't know. Because I've had it before. People super chatted me before when I was live. Jonesy, what happened with the block? So all I'm going to say is I think they're going younger. Just based on what I'm hearing. Like, you guys were listening. It sounds like they want to do a younger. The page has to be monetized to super chat. Oh, the birthday song. All right. So do you want to do it now, or you want to wait until the Jonesy shoes? Because Vintage is going to do Jonesy shoes today. On Cookie Super Chat is, I think is when people can give donations. I think it's not automatic. Younger meaning drill music in the morning. That's crazy. And stupid stuff. And young kids that was born in the 90s. Like, how do you get somebody that was born in 1996? But what I will say this is what I will say. When people can't, everybody wants to, the 90s were so magical. Everybody wants to program it. Everybody wants to be a part of it. Everybody wants to own it. But you kind of had to live it. You can't study it. And that's what I feel Dre Bugs at the block, Skip's assistant. That's what I feel he was doing. It was always data, data, data. And you can't always pay attention to data. You need to be outside in the streets and feel people's impact. I know if Mr. C was alive, none of this would be happening right now because they used to always defer to him for everything and he would have told them. But when he died, Dre started listening to Big Ben, and no shade to Big Ben. I don't really know him, but maybe Dre is playing because Dre is young too. He's a young boy too. He's a fan. He's a young boy. So he wants to do, he's trying to follow, in my opinion, Ebro's blueprint because he's from the same place that Ebro came from. And he saw how Ebro came from the Bay Area into New York, infiltrated, maneuvered and manipulated, got on my show, got me off my show. And I wasn't so, adverse to it because I was syndicated in Philly and I was about to have another baby. But the way he did it was dirty, which is why things are working out the way that they are for him. It's his karmic time, Ebro, that is. But so this little boy was trying to run Ebro's thing on me at the block, trying to cozy up, be a part of the morning show, coming in early. Do y'all remember the first days? Put your Cash App. Let me put my Cash App. Okay. First days at the block. This is the Cash App. Hold on. Thank you. There it is. I pinned it. Look, a bitch know how to do that. So stupid. And so, yeah, you said, I remember in the beginning, he would always come into the morning show. Right. And so, but I had to, I was like, slow it down because when I would have conversations with him, I know where I plan to end with the conversation and he would take it someplace young. That was familiar to him. That's not Jonesy in the morning. So I don't think he appreciated that much. So probably started at that point looking for someone his age that he could convince, once he convinced the people up top or Skip that the data shows we need to go young, we need to do this, we need to do that. That was in his wheelhouse. So people like to get people that are like-minded and like age. Thank you. So I'm not just making this up. So that's what he did. He went and sought out this boy who's like goofy like him, and no shade when I say goofy, wilding out. But my thing is, we had Nick Cannon started the block. Do y'all remember? You had the Wilder Outer. If that shit ain't win, what the fuck? But that has nothing to do with me. We wish everyone well. New York is a big market. He'll be fine. It's okay. But I don't necessarily agree with wake and bake mixes. And I don't necessarily agree with the fact that you're already employed, Dre. You have a full-time job. Was it necessary to take Coco's job? She went from 6 days to 2. That I don't agree with. I didn't like that. But again, this is his way of moving himself onto the morning show. And if the block is able to last beyond the next 6 months, just follow what I'm saying. Just follow what I'm saying. So, and I'm tired. This is why I say radio has not been kind to me necessarily. And it's something I always did because it was there to do, easy to do. But I don't think I ever took time to figure out what it is I really wanted to do besides singing. And I don't like the industry. So while I love the art of singing and performing, I don't like the industry because it's all fake. Now we know that the labels buy the awards. It's not you're better than her or she's better than me. It's you put money, and I'm always on labels or radio stations that have none. So why can't they leave well enough alone? We still love you, Jonesy. So you tried to put Jonesy, and look what word came up. Barbecue B. It says honest. When you try to type Jonesy in, honest takes over. Isn't that something? Melissa, remember I was 5 from 197. I never look back. Yeah, you can. You can. From any walk of life. Hi, Kim from Harlem. The familiarity of the radio was gone since you left. That's why we have to create a home. That's why we have created a home. And guess what? And this is what I told my sponsors. I was like, this is actually better because instead of hitting that Odyssey app or instead of turning on the station right now, you could listen to YouTube the same way. And radio, if you were waiting for a shout out or something and you're not in your car or on your phone or in that second, you'll fucking miss it. So it didn't happen. Here, it lives forever. So we just got to get our grown thinking wrapped around, well, y'all already have. I'm late to the party. We got to get our thinking around, you know, the way times are moving and all the platforms. This morning show was supposed to be on StreamYard, right? Me and Giddy were up late last night going over it. And he is the real deal when it comes to all that tech stuff. We had everything worked out. The mic was working, everything. Nobody touched nothing. Well, that damn cat might have came in here pouncing, but come down this morning, StreamYard won't let me connect to my YouTube. YouTube wouldn't let my mic work. It was not giving. But here we are. Satellite radio. Maybe, but I don't want to have to get up and go. And I don't know. Maybe. But I'm just a little over radio. You know what I mean? It's been 34 years. Yeah, if I had to pick, like I'm happy that so back to the story when I got the call from Skip. The only thing that kept me from falling out and crying and being on the floor in the fetal and foaming quite potentially and punching the air is the fact that I had Pix 11 and I had a TV show that I invested in. I bet on me and the TV show got picked up. That's the only reason I had something in my back pocket. That's the only reason. So I've grown, right? And I started doing something new and I actually enjoy the TV stuff. Like I enjoy, thank you for the flowers. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you for the cash apps too. Thank you. There will be a collection plate on Thursday. Well, I'll play some collection plate music and you guys can have at it. Thank you. What if BLS offered you coin? They have. They have. We're just waiting for Steve to go. That's a sticky situation because right now they pay, iHeart pays BLS to carry Steve Harvey, right? So the only thing that makes sense is if I syndicate this show and my syndicator says, well, we'll pay you, BLS will pay you when Steve is ready to retire, pick up Jonesy. But again, I'm not in any rush to be on anybody else's radio station where once again they can say, thank you, we're good now. It's about the season of ownership for me. And that's what the cards have been saying, and that's what the people have been saying, and that's what past have been saying. It is time to own. It's time to own some shit, own my grown, own my voice, own my brand, and stop making people think that you need to align yourselves with them in order to get your brand across because things are different now. Anybody got time for that? So we enjoyed seeing you on Pix 11 every Thursday, and your pilot talk show was dope as well as how. Thank you, Kim. So yeah, so that is why I wasn't like crazy. Thank you for getting me back on topic. That's why I wasn't crazy and torn up because I was like, okay, because I was getting tired. It was that early morning hustle. I had slowed down towards the end because they moved me from the 9 o'clock show to the 10 o'clock hour. And I was going to pick back up in the beginning of the year. But now I have a new Well, I don't know who it is yet, but my producer or my person is no longer on that because he got a promotion. So we'll be we'll be back with picks. When picks gets out of the mix, we'll get back with picks. But the talk show got picked up. That's why I wasn't like pressed. And I'm like, okay, good. This is God let me focus on something new. Something new because we getting older. I probably lived more of my life than I have left, right? Could be last call at the bar. So let me go out and have some fun and some intentional doings. So I will let you know because I'll be looking for studio audience. They're building me a set. And as soon as it'll be in the next couple of weeks, actually, because we have to get the first episode up. Like, we can't go beyond February. So, no, I'm locking all the doors during the collection. This time it's okay to lock the doors. Nobody's getting out of here without dropping a coin. Thank you, Nikki. Oh, thank you, Ty Ty. Yeah, we'll be back. Pix just is, how you pix it? Right, a year of intentional and not just going because I'm called to go somewhere. Thinking about stuff and actually saying, do I want to? Or is this something I could pass on? So I never thought, thank you, Kim. I have some VIPs that the badge crew that was Battle of the Badges Saturday night. That was so much fun. They bought so many badges. So they're getting VIP, Comedy in Harlem, Daytime Talk, and you guys can too. Jonesy, make Kim a moderator too. Okay. All right, wait. Where's she at? There she is. Add as moderator. All right, there you go, Kim. Kitty needs to be a moderator. Everybody needs. Hi, Georgiana. Good morning, Georgiana. Is loyal. She be bringing her crew. If ain't nobody at Comedy in Harlem, Georgiana and her crew, it be four of them. And Kim from Harlem. And somebody else. All right, I'm putting you as a moderator too, Giddy. Why not? You get to be a moderator. All right, so Dr. Owens, good morning. Good morning. Hilton Lambert, hey, how are you? So, wow, it's 8:05 already. So, Michael Jones Jr., everybody want to be a moderator. How can that? Apple cakes. Okay, Mika. All right. Yeah. I remember that. Meet Mika. How you moderating? Y'all so silly. Every setback makes a way for a major comeback. Fuck Big Bang. I can't read comments. I have to stay focused. Stop. I'm not. No. No. So whenever you are ready, Vintage, to do some gossip. But can I just say something? It's horrible that the ICE agent shot that woman and killed her. Outrageous. But it been outrageous when niggas could come in Breonna Taylor's house in her bedroom and kill her. And I still don't feel like we got justice for that. It kind of went away. Beyonce tried to own it a little bit, and I guess her PR people told her stay out of those streets. So I'm not doing selective outrage. I'm not doing that. By the way, put your orders in. I don't know where or how. But if you want your Jonesy in the morning, if you are a Jonesy's Grownzy, that's what we're going to be called. Jonesy's Grownzies. I like that. Big Ben is there without Ed Lava. Yeah, Ed's gone too. I need a t-shirt. A tee I don't, but I do. Thank you. The shirts are dope. Thank you to Ted Smooth who got the shirt. And let me shout out. Hold on. Let me shout out the person that did the banner. Dwayne of Rage Graphics and the BX. Thank you, Dwayne. Dwayne, appreciate you. Didn't he do an amazing job with this? Giddy, I know you are not trying to program direct me. Thank you, Dr. Owens, for the Cash App. I appreciate that. Thank you. Giddy, I will not be program directed by anybody. I appreciate you and I love the tech help. I will not be moved along on my first day on ruling radio, which this ain't even radio. First day can be whatever. We just catching up. When we jump into format, which is the Rompy Sports Report and the juice hitting at a certain time and all up in your pockets hitting at a certain time and Black owned business, I cannot be, I'm out of that. Somebody is the boss of me streets. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Oh, Big R Entertainment. The Cash App is pinned. The shirt is 25. And I just need your size and your address for shipping so you can email that to, tell me when you're ready. Tell me when you're ready. You can't do Cash App. Y'all beefing. I know that. To booking Jonesy, BOOKING, booking Jonesy at Gmail. Thank you. Maybe tomorrow I'll have an actual t-shirt order link, Elaine. Today, I'm just getting myself settled in. See, I didn't come with the intention of trying to sell stuff today. I was trying to just, reconnect, let you know what's going to be going on, let you know it's real, let you know I'm here and I'm good, and me catching up. Y'all are my friends in my head too. Trust me. Money, Power, Respect Wednesday in Philly. That was benefit. Oh, I forgot about that. Let me write that down. Money, Power, Respect Wednesdays. Wow. I was a marketing beast. Was that like was that kind of like Black owned business where people got to promote their companies and stuff and make connection with their audience? Thank you for that flashback, that remembering. Appreciate that. Ed Love is my peeps with his cigar group, Stogies on the Rock. I gotta call Ed. He had called me when all the shit went down, and I said I was gonna call back, and I forgot. But guess who I did hear back from? For those of you that were on the live on Saturday, we were talking about Salt and Pepper losing the lawsuit, and the lawsuit got thrown out. They were suing Universal Music for the rights to their music back, because after a certain amount of years, it's supposed to go back to you. The judge threw it out because they said y'all never owned the music, so this should never have even been a case. And I said, the lawyers didn't know that. So I said, I can't believe that there's more to this. So I said, the girl's probably not going to talk, but maybe I can get Herbie, who is the owner, they're saying, of the music, Herbie Lovebug. So I called Ronald Lawrence, who did Hypnotize and all the bad boy producer, who was one of my first boyfriends as a child. And I called him because him and Herbie used to be in the Turnout Brothers together, a group, and still friends. Ronald called back. He said, Herbie said, call him. He said, text him first and gave me his number. So I left a message for Herbie Love Bug. And I believe that Herbie's going to give us an interview this week or next week. I told him it's really no pressure. Because I need to know from him. Right. That's what I said. The report said that Herbie owned it. So I need to know, did Herbie, if he owns it, would he sell it back to the girls? Or did he sell it? Or like, why? I just need to know. So, yes, we do need that interview. We're going to get that interview. So, Vintage, are you texting me to send a link? Did he Clive Davis them? I don't know. But they knew he owned stuff. I thought at some point, I thought they stepped away from him though. Remember they did that, is it Black's Magic? That album with it didn't do a lot with the European company. What I remember from Money Power Respect Wednesdays, it was when you had financial advisors talk to listeners about financial situations that need help getting out of. Okay, that was with Mr. Washington. Okay, good. And he called me recently too, wanting to come on the show. So maybe we get him to do this. This will be easier because he was coming all the way from Philadelphia, downtown Manhattan, just to be on the block with me to do just that. So maybe we'll do that and he can log in. I'm excited. I'm encouraged. I am. So, okay. So let me send you. So wouldn't the link be, because we're not on StreamYard, wouldn't the link just be adding you? Wouldn't I just add you live? Add you as a guest? Wait. Wouldn't I just add you as a guest? See, here we go. Trying to do stuff that I don't know how to do. Somebody's going to tell me how. Also, Mr. Coleman with the news. Add them as a guest. How can I get a t-shirt? Just Cash App, or you can Zelly. Let me give you Zelle. And take this same email address to give me your size and where I'm sending it. I can't pin both, but there's the Zelly. Thank you. Thank you guys for your business. Add them as a guest, but where? This is so, oh my God. I'm so annoyed that I don't know how to do this stuff. Because this is not what I planned. I planned to be doing this from StreamYard. That's what me and Giddy had worked out. And then this morning, StreamYard was uncooperative. So he was like, just hurry up and go on YouTube. Then I switched to YouTube and the mic wouldn't work. But then he came in, took over my screen, fixed the mic, and here we are. Let people email you their size and info after they send the payment. Yep, she may not know all the technicals, but she know how to get her back. That's simple. Flip taught me that. Queen's Flip, shout out to Queen's Flip, Rockstar, because y'all know he's the one that brought me out of the wilderness to you guys in the whatever in these social media atmospheres, and taught me how to get on YouTube, walked me through how to turn on to monetize this and to monetize that, and the permissions for that, and the 18 years and older, all that stuff. But it's been a minute because that was a Miss Jones reunion show. But you can still see episodes of that too. But so yeah. So wait. That damn Clarissa. I don't know what to think about. At this point, she knows she's annoying. Like she don't care. So I like the fact that she keeps taking our punches. She's a real champ. She's a real champ because she don't care. She didn't say, I'm gonna keep on saying his name. Papoose. 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 Right? Please like the live. Please subscribe. She's trolling us. Yes. Yup. Yup. Clarissa. I'm not even mad no more. I just look forward to the silliness. She knows she's goofy as hell. She don't care. And the minute she starts caring, it's going to be a different energy. We won't like her. Some people will be like, oh, she's so humble. We like her. The minute she does that, it's a wrap. She got to stay on her shit. You do realize that, right? Rihanna gave her validation. Who validated her in the Paul Malls? I'm still wondering. All right. Go. Wait. All right. Tap the create button. I don't want to. No. Go live. Then select the option to add a guest, go stream, get invite link from the. All right. That's a lot. Tomorrow we'll do that. Today is just getting comfortable. Tomorrow we will have the Jonesy's juice with vintage. If you're okay with that, because I don't want to. We already had too many snafus happen this morning. But thank you, Ralph. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that's trying to help and give direction. Thank you so much. But I can't. It's overwhelming. I need a 12-year-old. Oh, they'll be at school. Wait, what y'all saying about sinners? Yes, please. And we'll get all this. Not only that, please like the live, everybody. Not only that, but we'll have a phone number that you guys can call in. We'll have all those things. But watching me like make all of this happen should be inspiration to somebody out there like myself that's always used to everything being handled by the handlers and just you arriving. Now, at one point, mother will get back to that, but I need to know how to build it. I don't like ever being in somebody else's build and I don't know how I got there, right? That's giving dumb blonde. So I'm going to walk through these steps. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to learn how to click and that and add and boom, 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 boom. Just like Instagram was a notion at first. And now I do that in my sleep. When I was working from home, that used to be, oh my God, I have to, and then I got the hang of that. So I'll get the hang. And we'll get to hang. Do you still talk to Flip? Yeah, absolutely. And he comes to the house. Oh, I don't like that. I thought Sinners got something right, but Tiana Taylor, I was happy she's getting legitimized. Thank you, Vintage. I'll do the Zelly again. Of course, right? Zelly is booking Jonesy at gmail.com. Please hit the Cash App. Keep this thing going. And this hour is brought to you by Scarlet Reserve Room in Englishtown, New Jersey on Hamilton Street. It's a dispensary and they've got all the treats. I don't indulge and I don't frown on anybody that does, but I love that it's a minority owned business and they fuck with me. So I will always fuck with them. And I'm actually going to do an in-store with him next month. So thank you to Will, Big Will. And if you go by there, tell him Jonesy sent you. Yeah, they said the sinner's shade was real. But they said the guy behind that is the Penske guy who owns Billboard, Vibe, all these big platforms. And that's what they say, that he's behind the snub of Sinners. Because Sinners is exposing White folks. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, you listen. Y'all know I be falling asleep during movies, and I don't be co-signing hardly any of them. Sinners is it. Yes, research, aka Tay, my friend, who I think is probably watching right now. Yeah, when you have budget and you walk into these big institutions, everything is set up for you to go. You don't have to learn how to work the board. You don't have to do all that shit necessarily. But it's good to know, right? Because then you're beholding to people that do know, and you're always needing. I don't like that. I'm not even wired that way. But I also know that it's the just when you think you're getting it, it's always more to be learned. So yeah, so let's get back to the shooting. Now that a white woman, even though the government is still pushing back, they are pushing back. They want to push the lie. They cannot own how badly they fucked up. But now that a white woman who was a lesbian got killed, DEI will be right on back. They don't want that midterm madness that's about to happen. DEI is about to come back. Companies about to start cutting checks again. So get your little pitch decks ready, everybody. Get your pitches together. Ryan Coogler brought the whole cast on stage and gave them their flowers. We don't need the awards. Yeah, and that's the other thing. We don't need the awards. Once we stop subscribing to the notion of who they pick as a winner is really a winner, then they're going to start trying to buy our votes and buy us back. Let them. Somebody on social media yesterday, I saw somebody, ICE went into Target and was fucking around. I thought we wasn't in Target. I thought we were supposed to be out of Target. And it was Spanish people. Here y'all go again. When y'all gonna learn? When the black people say something, y'all need to get on board. Right. If she was any other color, this would be old news by now. And there was a gentleman on the West Coast, I think, that got killed by ICE agents on New Year's Eve because he shot his gun in the air, and then the ICE agent was off duty and came over there and saw him holding a gun and killed him. And his family's outraged that he's not getting any national attention. But I don't appreciate that he shot the gun. So that's why I ain't say nothing on that. I don't like that your son got killed or your son, your whatever he was to y'all. But you got to know better at this point. The temperature is not for that. The temperature right now is not for that. So, right, awards don't mean anything anymore. Yeah. Yeah. The temperature is not to be busting guns. And what goes up comes down. What if that bullet hurt somebody? Right. That's what I said, vintage. What? Yeah. So we got to make better decisions, especially now. We all need to be hunkering down. I'm not saying live in fear, but be very aware as you are aware. Still got to follow the law, even though the white folks don't. The wealthy white folks don't. Did the family do a presser before? They did a presser, yes. Oh, I don't know when they did it. I saw it yesterday. And the mother was crying. She was like, he was such a good, gentle. I'm sure both things can be true. But you got untrained, unqualified people getting licensed to kill, running around, masked up, snatching people off the street and being backed up by the current law. So you got to step accordingly. I'm sorry. Right. Right. We got to stay on a break and mind our business. We keep telling y'all, what it is. But white people don't think, and especially white women, don't think it would ever happen to them. Now it has. So everybody sit back and watch and see. I know how the midterms are going to go. So I got, hi, Marie. I wasn't putting two and two together. Hi. Queen Flip's mom is here, people. That's Mama Flip. Mama Flip slides. Oh, you be beating up them slot machines. I do see you on IG sometimes. How are you? Happy New Year, sis. I'm here now. Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9. Um, Everybody say hi to Flip's mom. We were just talking about your son. He was coming to as soon as he moved up, he was coming to chase wrestling matches and everything. Thank you. Appreciate you. Brenna T Mom. Good morning. Welcome. Christian, good morning. Welcome everybody just coming in. This is Jonesy in the morning, and we will be here Monday through Thursdays from 7 to 9. We'll be doing our sports report. We'll be saluting your children, your grandkids. We'll be saluting you with your birthdays during Jonesy's Juice, brought to you by Vintage Opulence. And we'll be getting all up in your pockets. And we will have a phone number for you to call in. And we will take your orders for your Jonesy in the morning merch. If you would like, you can Zelly, Cash App, and I will send it on over to you. So this is right. Thank you. It's exciting. It's gonna be a work and a walk in progress, but this is a space for grown people because obviously there's no place for us on the dial that's having this conversation. You either got to be old with Steve Harvey and country, or young waking and baking, and that ain't my type of hype. Hashtag own your grown. So, how was everybody's holiday? Did you guys do anything? Did anybody travel? Or are we like laying back with traveling because there's want to be stealing oil and we don't know where the terrorist threat is going to come from? Oh, hi, Mrs. Falk. Good morning. You found me here. Yay. We connect. That is Che's science teacher from middle school. I love her. She used to listen to me every day on the block. And now she's over here. Wait, that comment went too fast. You said I talked about Renee. Good case. Oh, we've had MAGA individual in my lives. Many people believe it was her fault. The whole system. Yeah, because those people are 8th grade educated only. And they believe anything that's told. But once they can't get them rotten teeth fixed and taken out and replaced with implants, because the insurance is about to run out, because the very person they empowered is the person that disempowered them, just sit back and wait. Watch the told you so's. Would love to see you do a collab with Don Lemon and Joy Ann Reid. I would love that. You know who I'm a fan of? What is his name? Charles Blow. I love Charles Blow. Oh, nice for you. Enjoy. Miami and the Keys. Enjoy. The only place I'm traveling is Canada at this point. Yeah, I love Charles Blow. Yeah, did you guys get... Do you guys even get gifts for Christmas? Can I simulcast this YouTube channel? Huh. You know you asking the person that don't know, right? Very few. Yeah, I told my sons, I said, y'all got to get better. First of all, you come from the best gift giver ever. And number 2, Mr. Glass. Right. That's why they don't know how to, because we're so busy focused on them. So, and because of that, I'm going out of town for holidays from now on. That's a good one. Oh, thank you, Arizona. It is early in Arizona. Yep. Oh, nice. And Vanguard deposits. Nice. 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 Shay bought me 2 dozen of roses. And I was like, while I love roses, nigga, not for Christmas. You got to do better. And not that you ordered on Christmas Eve. Yeah, no. And Jalen did the same thing. Matter of fact, Jalen's gift is still there in an Amazon box unopened. I refused to accept it because he came up from playing his video game at like 9 p.m. on Christmas Eve, came out of the room with his coat on, was like, I got to go Christmas shopping at 9 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Went to the, what's the store with the video games? The something stop, GameStop. Bought his brother a gift, which I love. And then I saw an Amazon account. That's the same time that he ordered my shit. I'm not accepting that. Not accepting that. When you know how long it takes for shit from Supreme to arrive. So that means I planned your gifts, your multiple Supreme gifts way in advance, and I can't even get a thought in advance. So it's going back. I'm not even opening it. It's going back. And then when it came, he didn't even open it and present it to me. He didn't open it, put it in gift wrap paper or nothing and say, Mom, I'm sorry it's late. Nope. So nope. Did I watch the Wendy show on Netflix? What Wendy show? There's a new one? Yeah, it got to be boys. I hate to think it's just mine. Is it a new one? Oh, Grayson, that's horrible. That's horrible. They're supposed to go above and beyond for you because your birthday is Christmas Eve. You're supposed to get double. That shit gets old fast, though, to the giver. My daughter wants family Christmas dinners but don't want to help cook. That's always the case. And then you get frustrated and wind up doing everything yourself. Isaac, boy, I love you back. You know who else is going to be joining us on the show? Lawyer Bay Girl. The Lawyer Bay Girl from Instagram. I think the block is going to fold just like the other radio station, 103.9. I think so too. I don't know anything inside, just the way they're doing it. Like they got rid of me and Ed at the same time, right? Collapsing that money. And yeah, yeah. So I'm going to tell him, Miss Falk. I'm going to. So, and I don't wish anybody to be out of work or to lose their job. I'm just saying based on, and in my history, every job that I've gone to, as soon as I've been let go, within a year, the person that let me go has been let go. So I can't really say I got let. Well, no, I did. The first time when Tracy let Star fire me off the show, which if I had known then what I know now, I probably still wouldn't have sued, but I could have. Because what? But anyway, after that, Tracy got let go. Then when I went to Philly and Kobe pulled his bullshit, he got let go. Then I came back and somebody else got let go. And then I went back to Philly and Ken Johnson got let go. It's all like that has always been the case. So yeah, like I just said a little while ago, I don't know if you were here for it, SD Mac, that I'm just over radio. It hasn't been great to me. And I stayed too long. 34 years is way too long. I want to try, and I didn't pay attention. Wayne is still there working, but Wayne was there before the block. Wayne was there with CBS and all those businesses. He was there for 15 years. He'll be good. He did ask for me to keep him a seat here. And he told me when I started at BLS, don't forget about him. So we love Wayne. Oh, Getting Funky. Remember that? It's supposed to be old school. Yeah, I think they flipped the format. That's what they told me. They were like, we're just pivoting. We're pivoting. And they did. So am I still talking to Skip? Does that include sending him cease and desist? Because beyond that cease and desist letter I had to send him last week. Nope. Yeah. So How the hell is Flex still on the radio and he's the only person on 97th and First? Because the white boys, Flex and Steve Smith, who started Hot 97, it was their brainchild. Now that Steve Smith has passed on, Flex is the only one there. You get it? The white boys don't know. They never do. They never know what's going on in our culture. So they listen to the go-tos. They think that everybody black knows the culture. So if they have one black person, and that person could be the most inside, never been outside person, to them, that's still closer than they'll ever get. So they listen to what that person tells them about our culture, and quite possibly that person interviews well, so they get the job. You get the job because you interview well. Do you know how to run a station? Have you? I don't want to go into I don't want to spend today talking about the block with people at the block. I'm just responding to the comments, and now I'm going to move on. Let's push on from that. Let's save that for the book. Yeah, no, look. But before that, let me answer your seat. Yeah, I had to send a cease and desist because when old boy started, Big Back, first break, my name. Oh, y'all mad? Jonesy in the morning ain't here. Call me up. Let's talk about. No, that's what we're not going to do. You not going to make ratings off of conversation about me. I don't even know you. So you should, the kids have no respect. This is why they won't win. This is exactly why the younger generation will not win. They're getting ran through and used up by the culture vultures. But they should never have allowed him to keep saying my name over and over and over that whole morning. If it's my first day in the number one market in the country, I am damn sure not going to spend time remembering the person that preceded me, especially when it was a kick-ass legendary icon. It wasn't just a seat warmer or a no name or a new name. An icon. And let's not forget, I was attempted to be replaced by another big back named Big Boy at one point. And we see how that worked out or didn't. So stop playing with me. But yeah, so he kept on telling people Miss Jones left to pursue TV full time. Stop trying to make us say no. As a result of me leaving, as a result of things ending, I'm going to focus on my TV because I already had that going, but I would have gladly continued to do both. So stop trying to get people off your big back and make them think that, oh, I abandoned them. That is what I didn't like. And I also didn't like that when I did the send-off show, right after it and all throughout the holiday season, they continued to play this commercial that to me was kind of like a dig, where we wish her well, but we coming back bigger and better. You don't get to say better. Big is undisputed. You don't get to say better. That's not nice. And you know that wasn't nice. Because if I had said, I'm leaving the block and I'm going to bigger and better, you wouldn't have thought that was nice. So that's why I said, now this boy thinks he's going to talk. They wouldn't have never said nothing, mentioned nothing about Wendy or Star, or they didn't say shit about Ed. So you're going to stop playing with fucking Jonesy. So I put my stop playing with Jonesy pants on and sent a cease and desist that morning. The fuck? Good morning. Right, that's why I said definitely bigger. Better? Probably not going to happen. And that's not just because it's me, but, there's a few of us that come and move the needle. And this is why, as much as the young kids are like, we want new blood, and they played a caller saying, I'm glad it's new blood in here. And I was like, see, now I'm about to go up there and fuck some shit up. Because that's what we're not going to do. And if he was smart, not that he had to call or text me or find me on Instagram or say something, but you know how it is in all businesses and all walks of life. Leave with grace because you never know where somebody's going to wind up. You thought I was going to say because it don't cost you nothing to be nice, right? No, fuck that. You never know where somebody's going to wind up. And me, I'm a cat. 9 lives. I'm that unrateable roach that just keep finding my way back to the kitchen counter. God be the glory. So for those that counted me, wished me out, wanted me out, willed me out, voodooed me out, I'm still here. The unrateable roach. Hashtag hey red, hey spraying, hey bombing. Remember roach bombs? We gotta leave out the house for 7 hours. Where we gonna go? Aunt Nina's house? Oh hell no, you ain't. Um Yeah, Tommy Jones, but you know what? Nikki, I know. I said a roach, an unrateable roach. That's what I feel like my career has been. Just come back, pop up over here, pop up over there. But you know what I mean? But that my name, and this is why you know it's no good programming over there. Why are you encouraging this boy to remind the audience of what was before? What was before was big and it was great. And the ratings was always shit because they never invested in the state. I did my part. You got to do your part. It's just like a record label. We all pretty girls. We all could sing. But if you don't put money behind it, no one's going to know about your project or your product. People are still saying, people came under the thing and said, wait, Miss Jones was back on New York radio and now she's going again. And I didn't even know she was back. That's bad. So instead of worrying about me, worry about your marketing. So yeah, that's why I sent over that cease and desist. Leave Jonesy alone. I've said it before. I'm not to be fucked with. I'm not. I'm getting old and cranky. I'm gonna be a cranky old bitch. I'm probably gonna be real mean and scary to my grandkids 30 years from now. Exactly 30. It wasn't no billboards. What you mean barely any? It wasn't no billboards. It was a few sides of buses when Nick Cannon first came, but that's it. Now magically they have a video camera in there. I'm like, oh, now we can whatever. I don't even care. So you gave Mother Nose a chance to face it. Yeah, I brought Mother Nose on. And now he fired too from Power looking for another opportunity. Well, he should have been nicer when I left or when I got fired from Philly. He should have been nicer to me and he was not. So enough of me putting people on. So this is what I'm saying when I say I might have been home, but I was still on New York and Philadelphia radio because every morning show that you heard from the Power 99 morning show with Mother Nose to Ebro in the morning to the Breakfast Club was all me. I birthed them all. I taught them all what they know. I taught them how to do major market radio in record time. I trained them up. And that is why the bosses, when they see, all right, we can go autopilot. We don't need to pay her the big dollars anymore. Thank you. But they always keep a piece of me behind. So that's why I say all y'all was doing was listening to me. My children, I've lived on through my children. Can't deny. You can't deny. The reason why Ebro heavy with the phones and all that shit, I taught him that. I got the Hot 97. Nobody was fucking with phones like that. Nobody was fucking with phones like that. Star did it to show that he wasn't afraid of the bad comments and people going, I hate you. That's why. But outside of that, so from Philly to New York, my shits has still lived on. Can't get away from it. And I know that. And I don't need to be told that because I know that. So it's all good. You said, why the block got a kid on a throwback station that was born in 1996, no less. I'm like, nigga, you was made the night we did the One More Chance video. You were made in the back room when Biggie and Faith got out of the bed. That's where you were made. That's where you were conceived, little boy. Don't get me fucking started. Now, you know what good programming would have been? Let me tell you what dope program would have been. Since you got your talent on air reminding them of me and my show, let me call in. Ask me to call in and pass you the fucking torch. I don't know if it would have helped you, but it certainly would have softened your entrance in. And I'm big and big-minded enough and happy that I landed on my feet and my TV show got picked up and I got another one. Like, I would have done it. I would have done it. You can't compete, but you can't compare. Or you can't compare, but you can't compete. Whichever it is, that's what I meant. So I wouldn't have had no problem doing that. But you doing it the corny way. And that's all powered by Dre Bugs. So keep going down that corny road. Nope. 96. Shut up, Kim. If I unmoderate you, shut up. Still shitting. He was born December 1996. Thank you. How you got 96? But whatever. And the only reason I'm talking is because the fuck he did on his first day. And bitch, this is my first day, so now I'm giving it back. Big back. Stop talking about people. Right. And I'm putting it in the book. And I told you I'm going to start, look, when I start exposing secrets from the block and all the conversations that was had, Skip gonna die. He gonna die because he do not like niggas stepping to him. He can't take confrontation. He can't. He probably watching this now, gritting his teeth, wiping the sweat from his furrowed brow. Sorry. You should have treated me better. You should have. I'm gonna save it because we got time. We got time. But all the marketing to try to recreate the highest experience with young kids, but it will not be the same. We older people don't want it. Yeah, that they're just following. And thank you, W. Gibson. Appreciate you. Skip is my former boss at the block. Sorry. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm assuming that everybody knew. I have to embrace the fact that this is a wider audience. Thank you for correcting me. Exactly, Che Bella. Yeah, Isaac, it's time for another book. But I have to, you know what? I have to, if you're gonna do a book nowadays, you gotta be prepared to do the talk, the audible version of it. And while I talk for a living, Charlie, this lip will really be fucking twisting. Thank you for getting the first book. Appreciate that. I'm ready. Don't trip, I said it. I'm ready. I'm not letting no opportunities, no fun opportunities. Because, child, I got stories that pick up from the last book, 2007, all the way to here. And he's terrible. Was born in the 90s, being a host of a block. It's the best $28,000 can get them. Exactly. You want to be keeping my name in your mouth? I'm going to have your salary up in my live. Oh, yeah, the show is almost over. Thank you. Yay. You don't miss the music? Good, because I couldn't provide it. I tried. I did my little promo. You said, now that's going to be a read. It will. It will. It's a whole lot. Oh, thank you, Nick Music. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. So I hope that you guys will spread the word. Subscribe, please, and subscribe to Jonesy in the Morning YouTube page. Yep, 28K in NYC. Because it's an opportunity. Figure out your own living. Figure out your own situation. Come in here and hustle. And I don't have the opportunity to have those type of pipe dreams anymore. You know what I mean? When we were building Hot 97 and we didn't have and people didn't believe, that was then. So you just joined 5 minutes. You're late. High salary. Right. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget, every day, Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9, Jonesy and the Monesy. Jonesy and the Monesy. So stupid. Hey, boo, bye, boo, bye. Love you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The baby has arrived. Yes, Chip Disc. I need that. The Jonesy marketing team. Jonesy's Grownzy's. 7 to 9 and 79. Yes, vintage. Yep. Do we need the laugh track? If I have to, who gonna press the button? Wayne? Jonesy's Grownzy's. I love you guys. Order your shirts at bookingjonesy@gmail.com. We definitely need a laugh track. I don't want y'all doing the moles. Oh, good, Rave. I'm glad you like that. Jonesy's Grownzy's. That's what you are. That's what you guys are for me. Keep liking, subscribing, so we can make this thing going. Make it go. And once again, thank you to Nationwide Bus Charter. They are interested in school trips. So if anybody out there is in education listening and you have school trips, or if you have sports teams, kids teams and stuff that need transportation, groups of, if you're taking maybe college kids to come tour your law firms or whatever, please look them out. Nationwide Bus Charter. I will pin their, post their stuff tomorrow, give them some signage. And if today is your birthday, look, let me give you my birthday song before we go. They're not going to shut us down for this. They're not going to shut us down for this. Wait. Ooh, because I was playing it. I had it all set up. I was ready to go on time. Not on time, but close to on time. And I had the promo ready to go. And then the mic would not freaking work. Mo bet I'm going to get Vandy Venson. Vandy, we were up late last night, me and Tech, working it all out, and coming this morning, and the mic didn't work, and the live stream, StreamYard didn't work. I set up a StreamYard account yesterday morning. We went through everything, and I had to make the devil a whole bunch of motherfuckers, but I'm about to put the birthday song on for you guys before we go. Come on, best birthday. Come on, best birthday. Hold on. Let's play. Here we go. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Now, Tracy, we're going to get new music. We're going to have a Google phone number. I got work to do. I know. How you streaming? All right, Grayson, I got to figure that out too. I'm going to get it all. Come on, Libra. Elijah, good to be seen. We're going to have company. Georgiana, get your two-step. How you streaming? Yes, Trav. Yep, that's Tracy from the live. Thank you, Walt. You guys gave me life today, so thank you. I feel like I'm bobblehead now. I lost like 9 pounds during December. Wasn't eating, I was strategizing. Hit the like button. Yes, Kathleen. Thank you. Thank you, Asia. That's my other bestie. Che Bella. If today, well, yesterday was your birthday. If today is your birthday is the day after Che Bella's. Share some space. Hold my waist. I see you got good taste. And the plate, eat it up, you can't wait. Queen. You, me. Tai. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you to DJ Ted Smooth for the banner and the shirts. Now that's a friend. Tomorrow we'll talk about everybody I didn't hear from the block. No, we won't. We ain't wasting no more time on that. Pass. How you Capricorn? Yesterday was my sister Audrey's birthday too. Did I tell you Audrey is my new producer on the talk show? The network, when they found out she was my sister, they insisted. So I had to call because we weren't talking. Long story. I'll tell you about that tomorrow, child. It's been a lot going on, but we got us a show. We got us a real budget, and we are going. Thank you guys, and thank you for being here along, watching the journey with me. That's the best part. Because we started on, some of us started in Philly, some of us started Hot 97 weekends, some of us started with Queens Flip, some started on IG Live, some started at the block, but it's how you finish. The end. Mike said, come on, real budget, because 28K is diabolical. Yes, Audrey from The View. Yup. When will the show air? What channel? It's on in the Black Network. Yes, I will. Rocky, you might finally get your shot. Tommy, you ain't never lie. That marathon. Child. Yup. Audrey, my sister from The View. Yup. Share this live. Yes, please tell us who didn't reach out. Consuela. Your birthday's the 26th? Okay. Yup. Michelle Walker. Yes. I'm glad you got to be here. Thank you, Donnell. Thank you for being here, Donnell. Everybody have a good day. And Universal. Yes, LaShawn, of course. You was a day one. Yup. We'll pick up my shirt when you come to Astoria this summer. I'll keep it in the trunk for you because that trunk be trunking. I still got shit from Bergen Catholic tailgate. I pulled out a spatula yesterday when Ted gave me this banner. He was like, and a bottle of vodka. I'm just saying, I said, I'm a tailgate mom. I'm about that tailgate life, and you just never know. I had wristbands in there. He was like, but why the wristbands? I said, because bitches just can't be walking all over the tailgation. That's why. It was so much shit in my trunk. I had, what was that pink fluid? Not washer fluid. I forget what kind of fluid. I had that. I had a battery, a tire inflator. I had 2 different kinds, manual, digital. I had it all in that trunk. That is, child. We need to do a game show. I'm going to open my trunk one day. I'll bring the phone out to the trunk, and I'm going to let it scan. It's a game they do on Let's Make a Deal. You scan it real quick, and whoever remember the most of what they saw wins a prize. Because, child, you're going to be like, did I see what I thought I see? Is that a lady's arm? Yeah. Like the live, please. Have a great day. Love you guys. Antifreeze. It was antifreeze, Tracy. Yeah, you about to win the contest. Buy my Grownzys. And then you go, buy my Jonesy. Buy my Grownzys. Like the live. Yeah, you stay winning. Always that competitive SG role. Good to see you too, Goddess. Glad we found each other again. Tell your friends here every day, Monday through Thursday, at least 7 to 9. I might fuck around and hit you with a 6. 6 to 9. I might hit you with a 6 to 9. That's so stupid. Ain't that how the song go? I want to hit you with a 6 to 9. I might fuck around and hit you with a 6 to 9. I'll be poetic with mine. Yeah, no delays, right? Love you guys. Appreciate you too. Always turns into a fucking song. Why? Why? I might hit you with a 6 to 9. You should do 6 or 7 to 10 and take the block listeners. You think? Do you think we could go another hour? I don't want to wear people out. Natalie, so oh, you was with me. Hey, Boo, hey. Don't tell them what we was doing. Don't tell them how we was doing it. But we was doing it and doing it and doing it well at Oko. Yeah, and then I got to go to Oko on Thursday too, guys. That's why I'm not doing Comedy in Harlem because Oko's about to close. So I was going to go there after the Amy Brock thing. Yeah. And it's AKA Founders Day. You know, my best friends are AKA and SG Well. You know, my best friends. I love the AKAs. You said, wear me out, please. Go to 10. This was too short. We could do another hour. Do you want to do another hour now? Who's my sister? Audrey Jones. And the one at the View. Go another hour. I'm just getting hours at work. All right, but I gotta go use the bathroom real quick. So I'm gonna leave y'all with some music. How do you say that? Let's see. This might get the live shut down now. Should I leave you with music or no? Ooh, who is that? That is me. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I should leave you with pasta. Podcasts don't have music, especially. Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble. Nope. Vintage said no. Vintage said no, so we can't do music. All right, but I'll be right back. Because by this time, I would have gotten coffee or something out the vending machine. So I'll be back. Ouch. Y'all heard that? The nutcracker. Real. Alright, coming back, but I have to make a stop in the kitchen. Cat, get out of here. I was going to do an espresso martini, but it's too early for all that. Hey, martini. Hi, espresso. All right, and we are back. This is just a bonus hour. Come on, Queens and Brooklyn in the house. You know what? They'll shut it down because they don't know it's my music. And by the time they review it, it's 3 months have gone by of me being in trouble with a strike. Flip taught me that. An extra hour Jonesy, I don't know. Wasn't planning on this, but I didn't hear your first. Yes, Dwayne. Yes, you can be in charge of clipping clips. Can you email me so we can have a conversation after I sign off at there? The best moments in life are unplanned, so here we go. Okay. Take the label off, Jones. How you? Oh, shoot. Ugh. This is a space for me. Get out of here, Mots. You ain't paid to be on Jonesy. You're right about that. Thank you. Now I'm not branding. Y'all are silly, but I like how you think. See, as a new program director, I ain't play because they paying. Here we go. Mr. Grace, I kind of had a little bit of a show planned. We couldn't even really get to stuff because I was reacquainting and introducing to the new people. Team up with Ebro like the early 2000 classic times. I love Ebro. But so do you know I got invited to this? Thank you, Derek. I got invited. Thank you, Derek, so much for the donation. Guys, go to Cash App. Please make a donation to the show. Good morning. Wait. All right, hold on. I got invited to this Donald Trump Republican event. And I got invited by this person that I had done business with on my TV show. I think they bought a commercial or something. And they said, we just want you to come and see what we're working on. And I sent the flyer to my sister Audrey, and she was like, okay, are you sending me this? Why? I said, no, I'm just saying. She said, you know they about to deport Nicki Minaj, right? I was like, what that got to do with anything? She said, bitch, you about to be on the wrong side of film. Go in that party if you want to. They're going to take pictures, video, and all people going to see is you in a Donald J. Trump. Yeah. And I was just looking at it as supporting prior business. You know what I mean? He did business with me and he's inviting me. I wasn't even thinking of that optic of it all. My sister said, because they're getting desperate. The MAGAs, they're getting desperate. It's okay to attend and get info from Republicans. Just because you show up doesn't mean you agree with everything. Well, I wouldn't agree with anything, but I can't afford, especially not right now when I'm trying to rebuild my own space and my brand has always been this. That would not have been good because people could have put their own thing with it. You know what I mean? You say use them like they want to use you, but it's the optics of it all. Right. You just started on YouTube and will be canceled the same day. Mm-hmm. So I figure, I see, I'm going to listen to Mama Flip. I'm going to listen to my sister Audrey. I figure I can support him by taking him to a dinner, a private dinner, right? Consuela. No. She said, Jonesy, where you broadcasting from? In your house? No, of course not. This is a fully built, purchased podcasting studio. That now want me to go and get pulled out. You want me to get pulled out by ICE going in there and yelling? I'm not built for that. The timing is off. They're desperate and are more concerned with optics. Yeah, don't go to that nonsense. And plus, it's in a part of Brooklyn that I would never even fuck with. Oh, Rasheen. We here Monday through Thursday, 7 to 10, it appears. Right. How you cancel it? Thank you, Way Out, Jack. Thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, today it was just us reacquainting and letting you know this is the home. This is the new spot. So yeah, we don't need no Republican AI optic stuff. The AI is one thing, but to have my, my real body there, What part of Brooklyn? Let me show you the flyer. Can you see that? You said, why not Staten Island? Asia said, don't leave us alone, T. Jonesy hour. Dyker Beach Golf Course, Canarsie, Bay Ridge. See, I'm not doing that. Bensonhurst, Bay Ridge. Nope, y'all can have that. Thank you for the invite, though. Sure. But to the point, right? That just further reminds me, don't let no radio station make you think you have to make yourself small to fit in their box, or else obviously niggas like what they hear, or they value the brand and the reach and the authenticity of my voice that they want it to be in their building so they can get the cosign. Because me even showing up is a cosign, right? A cosign might lead to a consideration or reconsideration from one of y'all. We ain't doing that. I sit in my 92% and say, we told you so. Hey. Yeah, and no, it's too much. What if somebody tries to bomb it or do? No, because everybody's mad. And don't be mad at us. We don't stand with him. Go somewhere, cat. He said, go somewhere. Sit. Go sit. And now he's rolling his eyes like I will stand. Let them all go. The Hasidics can have it. The fuck? Stop. Go sit down. Hold on. I think I need to feed the cat. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come. Shay, you tried to feed the cat? Or no? I'm just asking. I'm not yelling at you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he was hungry. He's probably thirsty. Okay. Wait, I want more apple juice. Apple juice is what's y'all's favorite brand of Snapple? Do people even still drink Snapple? I think I'm gonna start. Sorry. I think I'm gonna start. You see, I brought my pink chair home, right? All right, I'm back. Okay, what did I miss? What up, Shaheem? Yeah, Caviar is acting up. He was just hungry though. The one cat that was scary and hit all the time. Remember? Oh my God, Dwayne, were you there for that? The cat's name was Alice. So I thought, oh my God, this is my mother back in cat form. I'll take her. Brought Alice home and Alice hid. Alice didn't even come out to eat. And then the one day out of the whole week that Alice came out to eat, she just darted out, jumped on his food dish, moved him out the way. He just stood there and in shock, just watched her and let her eat his shit. He wasn't even mad. When she first got there, he was mad. He came out and he hissed at us. He walked real slow and said, like that, and then said, and looked back at us and rolled his eyes and walked away real slow up the steps. But then they played a little, and then she just kept hiding. She went missing for like 4 days in the house, and I finally found her hiding in the basement under the steps. It was a little storage space, a little crawl area, but it was fiberglass. I had to go in the freaking. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. That was not pleasant. So we weren't the family for her. Now, I don't mind orange cats because they don't shed as much. That's the problem. Everything white, everything black is white. Everything, all the time. Half Snapple. I like the half and half. I got the apple. I'm about to drink that now. Oh, but let me take the label off. Fuck out of here. There'll be no labels. Wait, but I don't want to puncture this bottle. Fucking around with y'all. And then Snapple apple on the laptop, and then we won't have no Jonesy. This is. Do I really have to do this, or can I just cover it with something? G Minetti. Can I let go like this? Is that all right? Breaking president, acting president of Venezuela. How are you? Can somebody just end that, please? Please, quickly now. But it tastes better out the bottle. You can't be transferring. You lose some of the, I don't know, the effervescence of the coldness. The midterm's gonna wear him out. And somebody needs to come and kidnap his motherfucking ass. Let China come and snatch that bitch up. I've been on all morning and I could not comment. What happened, Kendra? The toxicity of the bottle makes it better. Shut up, Dwayne. Oh, you had to log into something. Look, something weird. I may not know a lot of what to do here, but I know my shit was set up 2 days. We did it Saturday night, me and Asia, and then yesterday, me and Giddy. I come on today, I go to StreamYard, and now all of a sudden, it's not connected to my YouTube. But he walked me through it yesterday when we added that. He was like, go here, now click that. It was going to my Instagram, but it won't go. I put my Instagram, my Facebook, and my YouTube, and it wouldn't go. So I said, all right. He said, go out of StreamYard and just go on live because you're late. Went on live, and the microphone wouldn't work. So I don't even know. So then he had to take over. He called me, took over my screen, did something in the settings. I had to end that live, come back in. So maybe it's just, Monday, sometimes the technology. And then again, it could be the Russians. Don't say that. Stop. Now, every time something go wrong, it's the Russians. I don't want no microplastics, but sure do taste good. All right, Giddy said he's gonna find out what happened later. Okay, so where were we? We ain't talking about shit. We just catching up with each other. Oh, how old is this video that I saw with Jim Jones and Dame Dash and Jim bringing some of his goons to fight Dame? How old is that before I make my comment? Consuela, I don't know what you're referring to. This is absolutely not an in-house studio, and my cat is absolutely not at my out-of-house studio with me. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. What happened to Carmen? Used to be on Hot. She used to do the prank calls on your show. You should have her. So hot. So look, this is what's crazy. I first heard Carmen in Philly when I was on the beat in Philly. And they weren't using her. So we got the contract. And then I brought it to New York when I came to Hot 97. And then when I came back to New York, they're not, stop it. Even though they're not using it, they don't want me to use it. So they wouldn't give us the contract back. So I literally worked against myself. Brought it to Hot 97 from Philly, who wasn't using it. And then Hot won't let me use it. But his name is Rico. And what's funny is that Rico's daughter and my son Jalen are friends out in Arizona. And they just met unbeknownst to us. Oh, okay. So since it's about who didn't reach out. So it's easier for me to tell you who did reach out. Who reached out? DJ Scratch reached out. And that's it. Pat Robinson reached out, but it was, I don't want to get too close to you. I don't want to talk to you too much because I don't want it to get off on me. That type of shit. Real quick. I'm running into a meeting, but I'm still in shock. Bitch, it's not about you. But, and that was it. I had to force goodbye out of Shelly because she was in the studio when I was leaving. and she saw me because I was making myself be seen, and she did not acknowledge. She didn't come to the door and go, Jonesy, I just wanted to say nothing. Nothing. But it could be because I don't think Shelly ever liked me anyway from the beginning. Oh, I'm talking about from the block. Yeah. I was just talking about from the block. Envy was the first call I made. He was like, what? This is how selfish Envy is. When I called Envy to tell him the news, he was like, what? He said, that don't even make no sense. And then he said, wait, you think they going younger? Shut up, Envy. Everybody's not coming for the Breakfast Club. Stupid. That's Envy. Always protect self first. She totally embraced Big Back because Big Back alike. From one big back to another big back. Big back and black is back. Nope. Shaylin reach out. Shaylin from New York. She from Texas. Hilton, get back to work. See you in the morning. Nope. Shaylin reach out. Big back's got to stick together. Coco, well, obviously Coco. You know the usual the crew, but I'm saying outside of that. But here's the thing with Shelly, right? Wait, what did Mike Bell say when you said nobody asked you? You said, I hate her for that. And then you said nobody asked you. Nope, Cypher didn't reach out. Yeah, they did Coco dirty too. Because here's my thing. Dre already has a job. 5 days a week doing Skip's job. Why did you need to take Coco's job? So now Coco only gets a check for 2 days a week, Wednesday and Saturday. You didn't need that extra spot. You could have let Coco continue to mix. But that's his way of moving himself into mornings, which was his plan all along, in my opinion. And Skip is so stupid sitting there not seeing the play because he's too busy being all up in the video, all up at the Harlem Chamber of Commerce, all of running the streets, all of, everywhere, hip hop museum, instead of there doing your job, getting some marketing dollars. I figured that they seem not to want an authentic New Yorker. Oh, they don't know what they want. But they know they don't want me. They probably just can't afford, you know what I mean? Because the renegotiation time was coming. Yep. They're trying to save the American Dream Mall. It's not pulling the money that's expected. That thing grew really fast. Thank you, Dwayne. And I want you. And that was really all it was about. They were just a vehicle, but we don't need that vehicle anymore, right? And I want you too, Mr. Curtis. And so do they. No. That is crazy. How you inviting me to this? Y'all might not never hear from me again. Yeah, the biggest disappointment was hearing someone not from New York taking their New York stuff. Like, yeah, they're making it okay. Ebro made that seem okay. And now you had a whole show from Atlanta on Hot. I'm so sick. The people they put in charge don't even need to be in charge. They don't even know how to program. How many of them have ever done successful radio? Then how many of them have ever done successful morning radio? None of them. But they interview well for the jobs and they promise to gatekeep. And that's it. Girl, invest in yourself and get you a radio station down to owning the building you broadcast out of. No, I don't want that. That's not what I want. I do not want that. Yeah. Right. Higher frequency relationships. I don't want that. You don't need that. Nobody needs radio. Radio, who wants to pay for the building? Like, that's dumb. Why would you create a bill for yourself? And you don't even know if you're going to be able to get sales and advertisers. That's why it's ass backwards to the way the world is working now with remote. COVID was a gift and a curse, but we learned how to figure out how to cut out the extra cost of shit with COVID. We found a way. And now you can't put the genie back in the bottle and not know it, right? This is the way. Direct communication, right? This is like direct sales. I spoke to that nude and gave him the business. Was that you? I heard people were calling in and trying to give him the business. DJ Envy is a creative cultural strategist. Driving nightlife, special events, other events, HBCU, and more. Okay. Good. Everybody got to play their strings. Everybody can't, first of all, you have to have multiple streams, all of us. And everybody can't sing and host and act and talk show. So, got to find other things. Thank you, LA Honeybee. Thank you. Direct to consumer, right. That's why this is the best way. That would be backwards. Owning a building and doing a radio and having them staff up and even the online radio, I'm over it. It's been 34 years. I would have retired if I were a cop, right? So let me just do this with you guys, do the talk show, do the Pink Champs. I'm bringing back Pink Champs. Do the Pink Champs and do the TV project with the people, the network, the other people, the new people. Thank you, Unintentional. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Right? Tracy, you said that's how we got an unplanned full extra hour. He don't know nothing about hip hop. It's just that it's so stupid. It's so like, but people make bad decisions all the time. But look, I wish them well. Like, good. Because don't just throw away everything I've built up since I got there. You never want to see that. I don't want to see it with Hot 97. I don't want to see it with the block. Power 99, they were in existence before I got there. I think I did take it to another level, but I don't want to see anything I had a hand in, which would be the beat that I built, destroyed. So, yeah, I'm trying not to talk about them, but I also don't want to disregard people's conversations and their comments. And I feel like if the comments are going to come, let's get this out the way day one. So tomorrow we can be completely purged of all that block talk. Okay. Okay. So we've got 20 minutes left. Let's get the last of the last of last year's conversation out. So tomorrow we can. Oh, classic throwback TV. I'm sorry about that, but here we is. Yes. Yep. Thank you. The 90s girls. Yep. We're going to get more concerts. We're adding more girls. Got a new promoter. Yep. On a different day, can you share any of your old radio content and give us commentary? Oh, perhaps I'd have to be nudged or I would ramble. It would have to be a specific nudge. It's gotten to the point that I don't even turn my radio on in the morning. Yeah. Please stop telling Jonesy how to run her show. Today is literally the first day and people would like to know what happened if she's willing to share. Right. Because some people, you might know because you've watched me on live or something, or maybe you just don't care, but there are people who do. Yes, the 90s girls. It's don't know shit, huh? What are you saying? Where the heck is Mona Lisa? Oh, we don't know. We have been looking for Mona Lisa. I went actually to a page that I thought was her page. It was a fans page, but I said maybe you know where she is, and no, nothing. No. If the right opportunity came for another morning show and the money was right, would you take it? Probably not. Not right this second. Not right this second. Because I'm just tired. I'm just tired of the early morning. I'm tired. It would have to be more than right money. I mean, what's considered right money? What kind of money are we talking? Jonesy, the background is backwards. Is there a way to choose mirror image? So it was it wasn't this way when we did the test. And so we had it printed backwards because it wasn't that way when I did the test, right? So then when I went to StreamYard, it's perfect. When the StreamYard didn't work this morning and I was running late, I had to go straight to YouTube. And then the mic wasn't working. So then we had to end that live, go figure out what was wrong with the microphone and come back in. Didn't have a chance to flip the mirror. And now I'm afraid to touch anything because I don't want to lose it. So just give me a little grace. And tomorrow it'll be okay. What you mean? You can't read backwards? What's wrong with you? You're not a backwards reader? Oh my God. Right money equals 150,000 plus. Oh no, it would have to be like the bottom dollar would have to be like 650 for me to even consider. And probably not, it probably have to be at least $1 million. Thank you, LA Honeybee. Yeah, we can do all the things. Definitely more than 28,000. Yes. Have one in this app. So we have a promoter that saw us in Atlanta and wants to bring us to Charlotte. And now I have time to follow up with those things. Right. $1 million with a budget and interns, and I have to be able to work from wherever and not come in. 28 is the new salary of the new kid on the block. How you say that? That's so funny. The new kid on the block. All up in Jonesy's pockets this morning. But so yeah, so no, I want to experience something different. It's almost like retiring. Oh, maybe I retired from radio. Maybe I say that. Because all my peers are retiring from their jobs and starting other jobs, right? So maybe I retired from radio and now I'm in television and I'm in broadcasting, right? Right. I am the first all up in your pockets contestant. No, 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 no. Let's get all up in Buddy's pockets. Buddy from intro. Because I'm going to bring him on to co host one morning. Let's see how anxious talent is to come up now. Yeah. So, all right. So I think miss you in Philly. Grown Folk Fridays were the best, right? Bring back your production company and do behind the scenes work. So can we say retired from on air radio? Jill Scott said, work hard in your 20s, smart in your 30s, how you want in your 40s, when you want in your 50s, and if you want in your 60s. That's smart. You know, Jill Scott, I know she has a new, either a tour or something. Do you know how much she gets? Like $450,000 per show. She signed to this, allegedly, she signed to this agency that all the artists are being signed to now. I forget the name of it. But yep, her and Erica Badu. I am a mediatainer. I coined that phrase. I'm a mediatainer. I think that I have been successful at all forms of media, whether it be on camera hosting, behind the scenes producing morning shows, interviews, and the tainer part is the singing, the band leading, all of that. A mediatainer. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not a signed picture with the perfumes on it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's an agency. Her, Erica Badu, somebody else that I couldn't believe that they get that much money. But I was like, that's why they don't have to. That's why she could say silly shit like that. That's why she could say silly shit like that, because she can sit back and do one show and be $450,000. Right? Mediatainer, right? Yep, my tree of children. Thank you, Mr. Curtis. I appreciate that. I'm glad you found me here. I need to go and promote. I need to do a lot of shit before tomorrow's show. All right. So I gave you almost a whole nother hour. Will do. Wait. Yes. I feel bad that we didn't get to get into stuff like other people business and topics and stuff. But I understand we're just reintroducing ourselves and catching up from the holidays. Thank you, Dwayne. No, I did not tell you when the first episode of the TV show will be aired. Not yet. I have to wait until the set is done. We actually film the episode. Oh my goodness. But can I tell you, parallel to that, Pink Champs, my guest, wait, I hope my guest is my girlfriend. I'm fascinated by real people. Like, I'm not fascinated by people that consider themselves celebrities. And I say consider, I know exactly what I said. My friend was on a cruise with her kids, high school, I think middle school, and a little girl, like 5. And the little girl fell off the ship. And I want to ask my friend to come and talk about it on Pink Champs. But I don't know if it's too soon. It just, yup, it happened in December. I don't know if it's too soon. I don't know if it's too soon. They're all good. Everyone's alive. Everybody's in therapy. They're fine. I'm just saying. Yup. 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 So I was like, do I invite her to do Clear My Name or Pink Champs? And here's why. Because when the girl fell off the ship, she jumped off the ship after her baby with all her clothes on. She didn't give a fuck. She didn't care. But somebody was videotaping the whole thing and talking shit all the while, talking about, next time, the girlfriend was like, what happened? What's going on? He was like, maybe one less mimosa next time. And people in the comments started trying to go in on her, talking about people need to watch their kids. Bitch, If your child is a runner, I don't know if y'all ever had a runner as a child. That damn Tay was a runner. So I know exactly what the fuck it was. It has nothing to do with you not watching your child. Yes. Yes. Yup. Tracy, that's my friend. And when she told us in the group chat, I was like, I couldn't even get, because I was like, so I left my little voice note because I was like, child, you are so much better than me. Because my punk ass would have been yelling, can somebody help? Can somebody help? She jumped the fuck in and didn't care. Tracy says second kids are always runners. Why is that? Why? Mr. Curtis, I don't think that was interesting. I think that Mandami got one or two more times to make reference to hip hop to try and make himself that proximity to it before I'm over his ass. I'm gonna need you to stop trying to make that connection. Thinking it's like when Hillary Clinton brought Beyonce to perform at her thing. We don't. Beyonce's dumb. She can't. Like, stop. Stay to your platform, what your policies are, and trust that we will make sound decisions. We don't need you doing a little geeky dance for us. Stop. So Mandami, easy. Right. The saving her child. Yep. I don't know if I would have. I don't know. I might have been like, Mine ran out of a bowling alley across the parking lot behind trash before I found him. Yes. Che used to run takeoff. One day we was in Foot Locker. That nigga was already down the escalator. He ran in parking lots to the point where my chest was mentholated. I couldn't run no more with my fat ass. And I had to yell at Jalen, Jalen, save your brother. So I get that. But anyway, back to the point. So is it Pink Champ so we can celebrate her for being a fucking pink champion? Or is it Clear My Name so she could fight the motherfuckers in the comments? Which one? Clear My Name? Both? Can't do both. I don't think we could do both. Clear My Name. Ask her which one. Should I ask her or is it too soon? I don't know. Clear My Name, Pink Champ. Okay. Because, see, I need to know. Pink Champ, I could do faster. I'll ask her. I don't want to ask her. Let the booker ask her. Who the fuck's the booker? We got a booker on. That's your hair. That is your cat hair you trying to get scared of and fight. And not too soon. All right, I'll text her and see if it's too soon. But that's a good guess, right? Thank God for my show. So people get to defend themselves and not feel attacked and not second guess. I mean, she put it in a group chat, but she ain't necessarily trying to go on. I don't know. I have to ask. Okay, since they both survived. Okay, all right. Because, baby, that could have ended up. And what if one did and the other one didn't? Then the kids are forever hating that kid or the. Oh, that damn cat hair. So, okay. So, Asia, you got to call Dana. Asia, you ask. No, nobody else jumped in. Nobody else jumped in that I saw. They was throwing them floaties, them circular. You put around yourself, and they threw a ladder. Oh, the time is up. Yeah, no sailors. Nobody jumped in. So, but if it was a little white baby, no, let me stop. Y'all, thank you. You've been great. I appreciate you. I leave you with some music again. Mine. They won't shut me down for mine. Actually, that's the rough. This is the rough. You want to hit a rough? You don't want to hit a rough. This is the rough. Giddy, thank you. Vintage, thank you. Kim, thank you. Everybody, thank you for being here. God has played this game on me so long. Started to believe I never thought. Oh well, oh well, oh well. I don't know. I don't care. Now get to work. Oh. But one day the sun came shining through. The rain has stopped and the skies were blue. Oh, Georgiana, I love you. Thank you, Mr. Curtis. Someone was saying I love you to me. Thank you, John Quick. You are one in a million. Thank you to the 200 viewers today. Thank you guys. Tomorrow. Thank you. Bye, Sharon. Thank you. Me and Dwayne gonna post clips. Thank you, Big R. Thank you, Tracy. Please subscribe, people. Thank you, Nikita. No problem. Thank you for being here. Yes, this is mine. Mo, you like the messy mess. Thank you, The Real. The RSLLC. Thank you. Right? Now BLS could play it since I'm not on the block. That was the most ridiculous thing. We won't play Polo Ladies because the radio side of you is on our competition.